Hello and welcome Universe Mode. This is NXT. We are here from Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida once more, where tonight the NXT Championship is up for grabs, and oh, what a show this one is destined to be. Before we get to that main event though, we have some big matches for you lined up, like this one right here, Pete Dunne and Pentagon Jr. That'll kick off the show. I'm being told the winner will go on to face Bret the Hitman Hart for that NXT Global Championship at the next NXT Takeover, which I will be announcing in just a very short moment or two. So that match should be big between those two. Pete Dunne, did he bite off more than he can chew last week? Did the Bruiserweight get a little bit too hot for his, or too big for his shoes, I think would be the better phrase in our mind. Did that happen? And will Pentagon Jr. make him pay for it? We will find out. But then we have got the main event. NXT Championship on the line. Tanahashi and Okada one-on-one in what should be one huge matchup between those two men. Tanahashi beat Okada 2 weeks ago, and now became the #1 contender last week, defeating Chris Sabin. Only worry being a man named Corin wanted to get involved in this title matchup and was screwed over by Chris Sabin. No word on what's going to happen regarding that tonight. The DCC certainly Sabin and Corin not here tonight, or have not been seen. With that being said, let's get things underway on this night of NXT. We're going to Pete Dunne and Pentagon Jr. Alright, this is a good way to kick off NXT. Can the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne become the #1 contender for that NXT Global Championship at the next NXT Takeover, which will be the night before SummerSlam? NXT Takeover Brooklyn coming into town. And boy, oh boy, are they ready to put on a great show for you there. In fact, tonight we will be finding out two #1 contenders as well, which should be an interesting one, to say the very least. And here we go. Here comes Pete Dunne, heading towards the ring for about the biggest match already in his NXT career. 2-0 to his name right now, but there is quite a difference between the two competitors he's taken on and the man he is destined to meet here tonight. I mean, that is a bit of an understatement in saying that. There is a huge difference between Noam Dar, Heath Slater, and then Pentagon Jr. A monumental difference, to say the very least. And Pete Dunne, when he attacked Pentagon Jr. last week, following Pentagon's victory over EC3, did he indeed bite off more than he could afford to chew? Did he indeed make a crucial error in picking on that man, that huge threat, I would argue, to the NXT Global Championship? Well, we'll find out in just a moment's time, but Pete Dunne does not look like he's fearing Pentagon Jr. right now. He does not look like he's scared of this man. He looks focused, he looks in the zone, he looks ready to go to battle against him. Pentagon heads towards the ring now. What's his mindset like? Well, weird, I assume. Demented as well. You know, those are the usuals from Pentagon Jr., but is there anything else going on in that mind of his? Well, I suppose we'll find out in just a moment's time, but right now, he's looking ready instead to this Full Sail crowd. And can he spur that on to victory for him? We're going to find out right about now. NXT getting set to get underway, and we've got a huge night for you here tonight. I'm going to try to talk through the match card as quickly as possible, so I can focus on this matchup a little bit more, because there are big implications in regards to it. Coming up after this, the NXT Women's Champion, Nikki Cross, is going to be in action. She's going to go one-on-one against someone we haven't seen in a little while in Sexy Star. That should be an interesting one. I think that may be... No, it's not going to be the first time we've seen Nikki Cross since TakeOver, is it? I mean, I hope it's not. TakeOver was some time ago. Anyway, following up from that, no, it wasn't. She defended the title against Ruby Riott a few weeks ago. Then following up from that, we're going to have the tag match. #1 contenders for the NXT Tag Team titles be determined. Will it be War Machine or will it be American Alpha going after those titles? That is something we're going to be finding out later on tonight. Both teams have been said to be the strongest team, maybe, that can threaten the DCC. And we'll see if that'll come to fruition later on tonight when those two teams meet in tag team action. Then, speaking about the NXT Global Championship. Oh, wow, what a move there. Suplex stunner. Pentagon Jr. jumps into a quick cover. But it's a kick out. But, as I was about to say, I blanked there. I actually blanked. Wow. There we go. As I was about to say, and speaking of the NXT Global Champion, Bret the Hitman Hart will be in action later on tonight. He's going to go one-on-one against Cedric Alexander, an old rival of his, really. And we'll see how that one will fare for him. And then your main event, Tanahashi and Okada, NXT Championship up for grabs. That is going to be one hell of an interesting matchup. I am looking immensely forward to seeing who can get the win in that one. Who will walk out and who will head into Brooklyn NXT champion? That's the big question. Well, it'll all be answered for us later on tonight. But right now we focus on this match right here. Pentagon Jr. not got off to the best start yet. Pete Dunne is doing a very good job of holding his own against Pentagon Jr. Oh, misses the double foot stomp up to his feet and right into a step up enziguri there. Great counter by Pentagon Jr. Timed that just right. And now he can take control. Sling blade. And here goes Pentagon Jr. now up to that top rope. He steps. Elbow drop down. Onto the Bruiserweight. Of course, Pete Dunne arrived with a lot of other another member of British Strong Style as well in Tyler Bate. Bate, though, not got the success that Dunne has had just yet, which is potentially annoying for Tyler Bate, but then again, he's only had 2 matches, so still very early days for him. Pete Dunne now. Tombstone to Pentagon Jr. Cracking him right on that head of his. Wonder how much of an impact that's going to leave on Pentagon Jr. Swipes the leg there away from Pete Dunne, and he goes right up to that top rope now. Once more. What will Pentagon Jr. look for this time? Swanton, but Pete Dunne moves out of the way. Good dodge there by Pete Dunne, and there's a neck breaker. That'll certainly sort things out, and now Dunne is going to maybe look for the bitter end on Pentagon Jr. here. Will he be able to connect with it? No, it's a great counter, but it's an enziguri by Pete Dunne. Caught him square with that one. Goes into the cover for a shot at Bret Hart. No! Pentagon Jr. kicks out at an almighty 2. This match is competitive. Pete Dunne certainly has not bitten off more than he could chew. He has taken the fight right now to Pentagon Jr. and he's done a damn good job of it. Pentagon Jr. slow to get back up to his feet there. But, but Pete Dunne left an opening. He certainly did not, and goes right to the leg of Pentagon Jr. The Pentagon Jr. is quick to counter. These two men so back and forth with one another right now. What a way to kick things off on NXT. From behind. Oh, I mean, if you're going to rip off anyone, why not rip off the World Heavyweight Champion? It's a great pick. And there goes Pete Dunne to the outside. And oh, there goes Pentagon Jr. as well. But he's going to regret going for that one. Landed right on the thin padding, but he seems to not be affected too much by it. This one's still going on here. Dragon suplex on the outside now. The strength advantage, though, for Pentagon Jr. just faring too much in that moment. Can he take the fight now to Pete Dunne? Maybe so. There goes Dunne into the ring apron. On the outside now. Oh, a DDT! Busted open, Dunne for good measure as well. There we go. Needed to get that one out of there. And now going to work on the open wound of Pete Dunne. That could be Pentagon Jr.'s opening. That can be his motive for victory. Kick in the gut. Here we go. Dunne in trouble. Pentagon driver. This one's over. There it is on the replay. A move that has made Pentagon Jr. near unstoppable since his short arrival in NXT. Pentagon into the cover, but Pete Dunne manages to stay in the ropes. Perhaps not the best ring awareness there by Pentagon Jr. Drags him away from there. Center of the ring now. Pentagon Jr. Does he have something worse in mind, maybe? If he did, Pete Dunne is fighting through it. German suplex there. Pete Dunne now keeping the offense going. And there's a counter by Pentagon Jr. 3 punches in the face. Going to that open wound once more. And now taking a play out of Kevin Owens. His book pop-up power bomb. He's beaten that man before, and he may use his move to beat Pete Dunne. But Dunne kicks at it too. Pentagon Jr. not best pleased about that one. But he doesn't look like he's done just yet. Doesn't look like he is done with Pete Dunne. Puns all around the place. Pentagon driver. This one's over now. We'll take a short look at that one on the replay. Drills him into the mat. And jumps into the cover. This time there's no kick out for Dunne. And oh my god, maybe there is. Now what does Pentagon Jr. do in this one? He has tried so much here to get rid of Pete Dunne, and it's just not working. Once more though, goes right back to the head of Pete Dunne. Dunne has to be out on his feet at this point. The amount that Pentagon Jr. has pummeled into him. Surely there is a stage where you just get too much. I mean, you know, Dunne was brave stepping up for this match. But Pentagon Jr. is a whole different breed in comparison to the Bruiserweight. Early days still for Dunne on NXT and within this universe. Pentagon Jr. right now with a stump puller stitched in. But oh, there's a counter. Somehow, Pete Dunne still with some fight left in him. Only temporary. And once more, it's Pentagon Jr. who quickly claims back control in this one. Looking to try and do anything here to make this match come to an end. Camel clutch now on Pete Dunne. Dunne trying to crawl to the ropes despite the hefty weight of Pentagon Jr. on his back. And despite all the way that he's gone through in this match. And Dunne is getting out of it. Dunne now going to go up high. And oh, he pays for it once more. I am surprised to see that Dunne is still standing. And I've got to give him credit where credit's due as well for it. Perhaps he is a tougher competitor than what we were imagining. But still, Pentagon Jr. is stopping him in almost every imaginable way. Kick in the face there. And oh, this isn't looking good. Powerbomb backbreaker. This one needs to end it. For Pete Dunne's sake, far more than Pentagon Jr.'s. There's the cover. There's 2. There is 3. Pentagon Jr., your #1 contender. And mercifully for the sake of Pete Dunne, this one is over. Pentagon Jr. doesn't even bother celebrating the win. This is a return shot at Dunne. Don't get involved in his business. Pentagon driver. And that will seal that. Pentagon Jr., your #1 contender for Bret Hart's NXT Global Championship. Those two will meet now at TakeOver Brooklyn. Who will walk out with that Global Championship around their waist? We'll find out at the event, but Pete Dunne right there proved that he is a tough competitor and he is a tough man deserving of the name of the Bruiserweight. However, just wasn't tough enough to take out Pentagon Jr. We'll see what will happen at Brooklyn in regards to that match. We're going to move on now. The NXT Women's Champion Nikki Cross is in action up next. She takes on Sexy Star. I think the last time we saw Sexy Star, was she involved in the triple threat match for the NXT Women's Championship? All the way back when Peyton Royce won it. Which, believe me, was quite some time ago. So it's a strong opportunity here, and Sexy Star has picked up a win in the past over the NXT Women's Champion in non-title action. Obviously, that's why she ended up in that title match. But another opportunity here for her to prove herself. Another opportunity to show that Sexy Star is a true threat within the NXT Women's division. Even after some time away, Can she pick up a big win over Nikki Cross? We'll find out, but the demented Nikki Cross, she is on a roll right now. Ever since she lost that NXT Women's Championship, nothing has come between her and that very title. She doesn't want to lose it. Well, when she lost it as well, she did everything she could to claim it back as quickly as possible, and that she did. Cross looking to always be the NXT Women's Champion. Whatever it takes to achieve it. As this really weird remix of her theme plays, the screaming is very much off-putting. But nevertheless, she heads towards the ring now. Can Nikki Cross pull out another victory? Last time we saw her, of course, she defended her title successfully against Ruby Riott. Riott in her first NXT title match. She proved that she can hang with the best of the best in this division. She gave it her all on the night, but it just wasn't enough for the rise of some other women in this division, as we saw last week with Mickie James. Maybe the likes of Ruby Riott, Ember Moon, Peyton Royce still have to wait before they can have another shot at this woman, but who knows? Brooklyn is right around the corner, and NXT will do whatever they can to make sure that that is going to be a big show, as always. So we'll see about that, but right now the NXT Women's Champion getting set for battle here against Sexy Star. Let's see if all that time away from the ring has affected Sexy Star in any way, shape or form, and if the dominance of Nikki Cross will continue on once more here tonight. The answer to that first question, it looks like a yes. Right away there, Cross going to work on Sexy Star. Jesus Christ, no break. Right off the bat, just pummeling away. Sexy Star up to her feet though, and right back to the action. Going right back to Nikki Cross. You look at those kicks and strikes right away. This is a high-octane fight here. Clearly the past that both women have with one another. Showing up once more in this match. Good drop kick there off the top rope, but it's still going to be the first cover of the match by Sexy Star. And it only secures a 1 count, but it's still a 1 count. Might get in the mind of Nikki Cross. Who knows? Very little seems to actually get inside that mind of her. Clothesline there. And down goes Sexy Star. And just look at the way Nikki Cross pummels at her opponent, having her own way whenever she wants to. The leader of this NXT Women's Division, trying to make sure that statement is true, but Sexy Star trying to make sure that she can do whatever it takes to fight her way to victory. Tugging on the hair there of Nikki Cross. A little bit of an underhanded advantage. And that was perhaps the worst crucifix I've seen into a pinning predicament. She was literally on the ropes before she went for that cover. Backstabber there though by Sexy Star, and it's a quick cover. Can she put away Nikki Cross? Oh my, I didn't even get to finish my point. So that's definitely a no. Cross now though had enough of taking offense. It's time to go on the offense for her sake. Up on the shoulders and a Samoan driver there. Oh my god, what, already? Seriously? Nikki Cross already now. Got Sexy Star in position, wrapped up and ready to go. Suplex cradle neck breaker. Cross into the cover already, and with 1, 2, and 3, puts away Sexy Star with ease. What the hell did we just see? That was quick, I guess. Cross just proved her utmost dominance there by putting away Sexy Star as if she was just a local talent. How is she going to bounce back from this? I don't know, but Nikki Cross right now firmly showing how she is the leader of this division. And as we pan away now to the Full Sail crowd, clearly Nikki Cross, actually, for the first time I think, has something to say. Cross straight to the point in what she has to say. She is pissed off that of all the people who could have stepped up, it was Sexy Star, and she was nothing to Nikki Cross. Cross now even going as far as voicing out against the NXT general management. This just goes to show you how crazy, how weird, how out of it Nikki Cross truly is. She wants a challenge. She wants a threat. She wants the toughest women out there. She wants whoever's in the NXT women division who can prove to be a fight to her. She wants that opponent. Nikki Cross will do whatever it takes to demand a serious opponent of Brooklyn. And the NXT general managers better take heed of what she is saying. My God, who would have thought that Nikki Cross would get so out there and so demented that she wants an even tougher challenge. Nikki Cross truly trying to prove that she is perhaps the greatest women's champion there is out there today. And this challenge that she wants to have at Brooklyn, maybe this will prove it just to be that. Nevertheless, we focus on this match now. Number 1 contenders match, tag team action. Who will face the DCC at Takeover Brooklyn? Will it be the recently debuting War Machine looking to try and make a standpoint within this universe, looking to already get their hands on the tag team champions? Or will it be American Alpha looking to try win their first tag team titles in this universe? We'll see in just a moment, but I mean, when you look at the weight difference, you'd assume the favorites are War Machine. And then you look at how things are operated inside the ring with the tag teams. You've got to give the favorites right now as American Alpha. War Machine are two dominant men that combine to make a very dominant force in its own right, but they make sloppy mistakes in that ring. Mistakes that American Alpha are not known for. That is what makes them such a successful tag team, and that's what makes this such a shame as well, that American Alpha have not won a tag team title within this universe, but maybe that could all change at Brooklyn. They just got to get through War Machine here tonight. We'll see what will happen in regards to that, but as for right now, American Alpha heads towards the ring. From the sound of the crowd as well, seems as if they are on the side of these two men. They are on the side of American Alpha to walk out of this Full Sail here tonight with that opportunity at those NXT tag team titles. We'll see if the DCC have anything to say about that in a future date, but as for right now, we focus on this match. We focus on who's going to walk out the winners of this one. It's going to be Hansen kicking things off against Chad Gable. The big man already getting things underway against the more agile, the quicker of the two men of American Alpha. And that has not gone off to the way American Alpha wanted it to. Atomic drop into a pummeling clothesline there. Hansen getting his way with Chad Gable off the start. Gable's going to have to use his quickness to his advantage here to try and keep Hansen down. And there's the agility of Hansen as well, countering everything Chad Gable attempts early on here. War Machine getting off to a dominant start over American Alpha, but Gable with a quick counter, and he may take a risk here. Will it pay off by going up high? Nope, he undershot that quite a lot. Cover here by Hansen after it now, trying to get into under the skin maybe, or into the mind at least of American Alpha. Good kick out by Chad Gable, and oh, what a blow there by Hansen, but Gable right back up to his feet, and an atomic drop there sends Hansen down. Can Gable get the tag into Jordan when he needs it right now? Clearly Jordan seems to be the one who could give Hansen some problems, but it is not to be. Hansen counters it and just throws Chad Gable. I think the better term in that one actually chucks him into the corner like he was nothing. Raymond Rowe tagged in now, and he goes for a cover on Chad Gable. One count there. Still very early days in the mindset of American Alpha, and Rowe in a little bit of trouble right now in the corner. Let's see what American Alpha will do here. Tag made. Gable ducks under, drop kick, and Jordan is the legal man now. But it's a quick counter by Raymond Rowe that may have American Alpha in a little bit of trouble. No, Jason Jordan there, using his power to shift his body, using his weight there to shift his body in midair and gain an advantage from it. Here goes the power of Jason Jordan now. Belly to belly, and a German suplex for good measure as well. Jason Jordan proving why he is the powerhouse of American Alpha. Raymond Rowe in quite a bit of trouble here. Oh, rake of the eye. He's resorting to some desperate tactics there a little bit. But it's only temporary. Jason Jordan trying to get back into control. And oh, Raymond Rowe shifts his weight around there. And he's able to gain the advantage now for his team. Jason Jordan's momentum could only carry him so far. And now here goes Raymond Rowe. Reverse suplex there. And we'll see what Rowe has in mind now for Jordan. Bringing him in close. Yeah, I think he's going to make the tag now into Hansen. A legal man here now, the powerhouse of War Machine. Jason Jordan not backing down, and there's little surprise that he isn't. Look at the power there of Jordan now to be able to execute this. Snake eyes to the gotta be over 300-pounder. As he's launched right towards where Raymond Rowe is. And Rowe from behind, trying to gain an advantage. But look at how Jordan's able to fight off against both of them. What a fighter this young man is. But he turned his attention there temporarily towards Raymond Rowe, and he pays for it. Oh! Tiger bomb into a backbreaker, or a double underhook backbreaker there. Cover after it, but it's still not going to be enough to put Jordan away. Look at how Hansen is able to work over Jason Jordan right now, though. And oh, there's Gable to the rescue of his tag team partner. What a move there by Gable. Jordan, though, dazed on his feet, but he's still fighting. In the corner we go. Tag made now. Gable back in this. And let's see what they're going to go for. They're going to go after the leg of Hansen. Good idea there. Try and take away the base from this big man. Bring him down to his knees and make life hard for him. Here goes Chad Gable now. Can he get a better start against Hansen? Can he do a better job here against Hansen than what he had the first time round? Gable with a hard knee in the gut. And look at the strength now of Gable being demonstrated. Double unhook suplex, and he bridges after it. What ability there from Chad Gable. Only secures a 1 count though. Still a lot left in Hansen, and he's proving it now. Boston Crab onto Gable. Gonna force Gable as well to look at Raymond Rowe instead of his tag team partner. And that just spurs Gable on though. It just causes his fight to grow as he gets back up to his feet here. These shots now. Quick, simple and effective onto Hansen, just trying to dent his confidence. Tag made. Look at how well American Alpha are working together here. Quick tags. Frequent tags as well. And it's giving them the advantage, I think, over War Machine, who have made just a few tags in this one. Great dodge by Jason Jordan. In the corner now, the shoulder tackle into the overhead, belly to belly. What strength once more being demonstrated by Jason Jordan. Will it be now? Oh no, it looked like he was on its way. But Hansen does a good job of shutting that one down and using his weight to his advantage there. And once more, as Jordan goes flying. Hansen now up to that middle rope. Is he going to fly here? He is, but he mistimes it. Out of the way is Jason Jordan. And in the corner now. Here we go. Here we go. American Alpha going to nail it. Grand amplitude. Will it send them to Brooklyn? Jordan sends Rowe out of the ring. Cover. And they got it. American Alpha are your #1 contenders for the NXT Tag Team titles. What a win that was for American Alpha, the new #1 contenders for the NXT Tag Team titles. They go to Brooklyn to face these men, the DCC, the NXT Tag Team champions, with the jump on American Alpha, trying to get in the mind of these two men before Brooklyn. What a sickening act from these two. Well, I suppose all good things... Wow, maybe not. Maybe all good things must come to an end isn't the best phrase, but you have to be dropped off that momentum, that peak you're riding. I suppose at one point you have to come clobbering back down from it, and that is exactly what we just saw from the DCC. And here comes Bret Hart now onto Cedric Alexander. These two men have had beef in the past, and Bret Hart is remembering that, the global champion, not going to let that get away from him as he goes right to work now on Alexander, trying to get an early advantage in this one. What I was going to say was in regards to the DCC's attack on American Alpha just there. Such a great moment for American Alpha, an opportunity to finally win a tag team title has been presented to them. But the DCC are more focused in getting on the mind of American Alpha, trying to get under their skin early on. Whether or not that'll work, we'll find out at some point. We'll find out later on down the line. But as for right now, American Alpha have to be reeling from that attack. The NXT Tag Team Champions trying to prove why it is their title, why it is their division, and why they have no plans of letting it go anytime soon. We'll move on from that match now and focus on this one instead. Cedric Alexander against Bret the Hitman Hart. Alexander, I think the last time these two men squared off, I'm pretty sure Cedric was the one who got the win, hitting a huge roundhouse kick on Bret Hart, but that was before Bret ever won the NXT Global Championship. So that win was just a little bit of momentum for Cedric Alexander. Wasn't going to guarantee him a title shot, but a win here may do just that if he's able to pull it off. Cedric now, Tiger Suplex. No. Oh, double under, a chicken wing slam. Something along those lines. I'm trying to remember the one Dean Ambrose used to execute. Cedric up high, double foot stomp now. Bret in a little bit of trouble. Of course, with Bret having just found out his #1 contender for his title is going to be Pentagon Jr. Will that deter Bret Hart? Will that put him off his game at all? Or is the Hitman going to remain as focused as ever on the goal at hand right now in taking out Cedric Alexander? Probably so. We know how Bret the Hitman Hart likes to work. We know how he operates, and we certainly know that he's got this shift of attitude to him ever since he arrived in NXT. Not best pleased about his place upon arrival. Well, he certainly proved it as well. He's managed to prove its success so far, becoming the first and only NXT Global Champion there is. And you can see that attitude change. Bret would have found a more technical wrestling way out of that belly to belly, but instead he just rakes the eyes of Cedric Alexander in a desperate attempt to get out of it. Cedric, though, good reversal. And now Alexander going to go after him here. Look at that by Cedric Alexander. Pump handle. Overhead, kind of overhead slam there really, or pump handle throwaway suplex up on his shoulders here now. Cedric Alexander, 8-second ride. Bret could be in trouble. It could be on its way to a huge win for Cedric. Potentially. Bret moves out of the way though, and here we go now. Bret Hart to slow down the pace very quick. No, Cedric counters. What a reversal by Cedric Alexander. Rolls through into a sunset flip, and with one, no, Bret kicks out very early on there, but he's in trouble now. Cedric may have him right where he wants him. And Bret is just... well, he's just laying on the floor right now, taking all of Cedric's moves. He finally gets out of the way there, finally. Decides to get out of the ring. And oh, almost went into those steel steps. Not too sure what Bret was looking for there. It looked like he wanted to try a running leg drop, and just kind of collided with the steps more than anything. This matchup continues on now, but it's getting a little bit dirty on the outside. Bret finding the advantage here, using all of the these foreign objects to his advantage. In the corner now goes Cedric Alexander. Bret the Hitman Hart right back on the offense, and Alexander's busted open now. Cedric in a lot of trouble. His head may be busted open, but how is that going to help Bret the Hitman Hart win with the sharpshooter? That's the big question to ask in that regard. Bret gets out of that. And an uppercut sends Cedric back down. Bret Hart now finally going to work on the legs of Cedric Alexander. That'll take away his speed, and of course, that will help him out for that sharpshooter. Yanking on that leg twice as well, just trying to pull away at the bone and the muscle there to cause real discomfort. Because if Bret Hart wants to cause real discomfort as well, he knows another way to get that to work. And we've seen him execute it a lot of times. We've seen him use it to retain his Global Championship a few weeks ago against EC3. Nice suplex there by Bret. Ducks under, and there it is! Low blow. Referee, for whatever reason, does not call for the bell after it, and I don't know why. He was in perfect view of that one as well, and that gives Bret the opening he needs for this. Sharpshooter on Cedric, and with a low blow that should end this one. Bret the Hitman Hart may be on his way to securing another victory over Cedric Alexander by unfair circumstances as well. Cedric taps, and the low blow brings Bret victory. But will he be able to use it to his advantage against Pentagon Jr. at TakeOver Brooklyn? I'm not too sure. But as for right now, Bret can celebrate that victory all that he wants to. And it may not be for much longer. Through the audience, through the crowd comes Pentagon Jr. Interesting way to get the jump on Bret. Just like Pete Dunne did last week, getting the jump on Pentagon Jr. Bret Hart sent to the outside here, and Pentagon Jr. now is going to go right after him. But Bret trying to be quick to fight back. The NXT Global Champion trying not to show fear in the face of Pentagon Jr. However successful that's proving itself to be. Pentagon Jr. now backpack stunner. You saw the way his neck just slammed back there from that one. Up on the top rope now is Pentagon. Swanton bomb. And we know what's up next. He lies in wait for it. He readies himself to deliver the almighty blow to Bret. Will this be the move that ends Bret Hart's reign at Brooklyn? Pentagon driver. And Pentagon Jr. has sent his message loud and clear. The slice of the throat for good measure as well. Is Pentagon Jr. on his way to that Global Championship? Maybe just so. Bret the Hitman Hart certainly was bested in that moment. And that could be the same, and the same could be said at TakeOver Brooklyn. We'll just have to find out a few weeks from now, but we're going to move on now to our main event. It has finally arrived, and there it is, the NXT Championship up for grabs. Tanahashi versus Okada. Can Tanahashi make a huge name for himself heading into Brooklyn and become NXT Champion right here tonight on this episode of NXT? We'll find out. It's your main event. Title on the line. Ooh, it's getting big. It's getting heated. That sounded wrong, but let's go to our main event. In his short career on NXT, Tanahashi already has the opportunity to make history and to become NXT Champion. These two men, I believe, have fought before in NJPW. I would assume they have. And they're going to do it again here tonight. In front of that NXT Championship. And in front of an electric Full Sail crowd to boot. Tanahashi became the number one contender last week. Defeated Chris Sabin, who filled in, I suppose, for the space of Corin. So while it could be argued that Tanahashi may have not legitimately become number one contender, I think that's not a fair argument right there. And at the end of the day, no, then again, happened on Raw and I wasn't the biggest fan of it, so there could be a little bit of controversy in regards to that one. Certainly, but right now, I think we should just look at the match that has been presented in front of us. Tanahashi and Okada And let's see what is going to be happening in this iconic matchup. Who will walk out the winner in this? I can already tell. Destined to be incredible match. Both these men have traveled long roads to get here. Both these men have achieved success in other companies. Both these men, though, looking to become, or in Okada's case, hold on to that NXT Championship. He has held that title since Takeover Dallas. And he looks to hold on to that title once more here tonight. Can Okada, with already one loss to his name against Tanahashi, be able to retain that title and walk into Brooklyn as NXT champion? We'll find out. The mindset of Okada, I think, is he's got to be thinking about that loss in some way, shape or form. He's got to think that loss, has it unsettled him? Has it brought him back somewhat? We don't really know. We can't read into the mind of Okada. We can only assume, and we can only take a guess. And my guess is that it may well have done. But can Okada use that to his advantage? Can he use it to his strength? Can he overcome the thought of that loss and turn it into a win here tonight? At the end of the day, for whoever wins this matchup, the main event of Brooklyn, Takeover Brooklyn, goes to them. And of course, they get that NXT Championship. If Tanahashi wins, will there be a rematch? I would be highly inclined to think there should be a rematch, considering Okada has been an incredible NXT champion. At the end of the day, Chris Sabin was granted a rematch, and he couldn't find the success that he wanted to. Was Sabin granted 1 or 2? I think he was granted 2? I don't remember entirely, but nevertheless, that is the title that is up for grabs, the NXT Championship. There is the champion. Kazuchika Okada down by there. And there is the challenger, Hiroshi Tanahashi. Who would have thought the two NJPW mega names, two NJPW true superstars, would be fighting for the NXT Championship here? NXT continues to grow week by week and prove that it is not just a small brand to be glossed over, but a brand that should be taken seriously, and a brand that holds the future of this universe. And right now, they are riding on the back of that man right there, Okada. A man who was told he couldn't make it in the Four Horsemen. A man who was told he couldn't make it on ECW. Clearly, he's proved that to be completely the opposite. And I just remembered Okada's other title defense was against The Undertaker, not Chris Sabin. Anyway, let's focus away from that. Main event, NXT Championship, Tanahashi, Okada. Let's get this one underway. Let's see how they decide to tackle this one. Both men with respect for one another. And right away we get into a collar and elbow tie-up here. Okada going after the arm, but it's very, very quickly reversed there by Tanahashi, who gets a very quick start, and Okada sending him down to the mat. And look at Tanahashi from the get-go here, going right to work on the NXT champion. But it's the same that can be said for Okada. Quick counter there, drop kick in the face, and now Okada goes to work here. Let's see what'll happen in this one. One with a good forearm in the face there, and all teetering on that rope. And in a troubling predicament here, Tanahashi though gets countered. Lands right on his stomach, and now Okada can capitalize. What an elbow drop there. Didn't look like he got all of it though, maybe. Or if he did, Okada was feeling the pain from it. Okada continues to go here. Lovely fireman's carry cutter. Hello, Michael Bennett. And into the first cover of the match is Okada. Trying to get into the mind of Tanahashi with an early cover. Gets a 1 count, but nothing more. And look at how quick Tanahashi is to get back up to his feet there. Not allowing Okada to gain an advantage on the ground. And now look at this. Just a kind of a are pacing around the ring. They've both had their chances to shine, and they're going to take a quick moment to look into the eyes of their challenger. And here goes Okada now, chop in the chest, and oh, what a drop kick in the side of the head to boot. Very nicely done there by Okada as he quickly goes now up to the top rope. There's that elbow drop. This time he gets all of it. Can Okada take control in this one? Tanahashi says no. And here he goes. What a tornado DDT there. Flying down to the mat there. And now a very nice lifting reverse DDT by Tanahashi. He goes up top. It's not going to be the frog splash already, is it? No, Tanahashi is calling the champion up to his feet. We're going to see Tanahashi fly still. Here he goes. Oh, it's a crossbody. Didn't look for the cover, and Okada quickly gets out of the way of that one. Just kind of stood there for a second, though. Not too sure why he did that. Could have capitalized in some way, shape, or form. Suplex now. Nope. Okada decides he doesn't want to be a part of that one. German suplex now, and oh! Tanahashi kind of crumbling from it as well. As we saw from that rough landing. Chin lock here stitched in. Okada looking for an early submission here, trying to wear down the head and the neck for that Rainmaker. Very tactically thought and very smart mindset as well by Okada. Caught him square in the jaw there though with that shot. Oh, looked like he might have been looking for the Rainmaker there. But Tanahashi gonna make him pay for it. There's a German suplex, and Okada forcing himself to go outside of the ring. But look at the respect being shown there by Okada and Tanahashi. Not wanting to fight on the outside, leave it in the ring. Good tornado DDT once more, and Tanahashi jumps into the cover on Okada. 1 count, and this match still goes. Be interesting to see what the weaknesses are really of Tanahashi. We haven't found that one out yet, to be fair. Every match we've seen him in, he's been able to put up a very strong barrier really to hide his weaknesses. But we'll see if Okada can exploit them here tonight. Elbow drop though, mistimed that one. And Tanahashi's back up to his feet. And to the leg of Okada. Take away the speed of the NXT champion. Try and keep him grounded so that when he goes for that frog splash, Okada not going to be able to get out of the way of it. Smart thinking, to be fair. And again, that forearm shot catches him in the face. Tanahashi pulls out the reversal once more. Back and forth between these two men right now. Up in the air. Knees him in the head. And Okada now sees an opening and he's going to go for it. Okada. Tombstone. And down goes Tanahashi. Will Okada go for the cover? No, he won't. He's calling for it. He's in position. Ready to strike. That is not the Rainmaker. That's a snap suplex. Okay, he had me there. I thought he was going to go for the Rainmaker. Now he may. No, it's a counter by Tanahashi. And now here goes Tanahashi. What a clothesline there to send Okada down to the mat. And it's Tanahashi now, the one feeling the momentum after countering the Rainmaker. And here goes Tanahashi. Another suplex maybe. Once more though, Okada not a fan. And he gets himself out of it. And he's looking for his own suplex here. Oh, it's a brain buster. Caught him flush with that one. And Okada jumps into another cover here trying to put away Tanahashi. There's two and there's a kick out. Okada now forcing Tanahashi up to his feet. Once more, desperation trying to sink in as he tries to nail that Rainmaker. Just unable to. And there's a cradle shock. Will it win Tanahashi the title? There's a cover. No way. Still early 1 counts being shown by both men here as they fight on. Tanahashi now. He's going to go for that Dragon Suplex. And he nails it on Okada for the title. There's one. There's two. And no! Okada fights out of it. The NXT champion will not die in this moment. He will not give up that title that he fought so hard to win. And he's fought even harder to hold on to. clubbering blow in the back, but Okada right onto the fight. This has been one hell of a main event thus far. So much back and forth action. You can't tell for a second, really, who's in control of this one. Okada spins him round. Is he looking for the Rainmaker? No, it's a back suplex there. To send Tanahashi down and give him some breathing room. Okada now, here we go. Now Okada looks for it. Calls Tanahashi up, but again, that punch is countered by Tanahashi. Genius move there. Okada though, elbow in the face, gets himself out of it. Opening here, Okada, he got him. Rainmaker! He's waited all match to hit that one. The Rainmaker connects. And in my mind, still NXT Champion Okada. 1, 2, and no! It's a kick out. The ref says it's 2. Tanahashi getting that far shoulder up an inch or 2 off the mat. Another cradle shock maybe. No. Now Okada not playing by Tanahashi's games anymore. And another German suplex. This is a much more rougher side of Okada now. The side that Okada has been forced to be shown in his fights against the DCC and more primarily against Chris Sabin. This is the Tanahashi that fought his way to that NXT Championship. Sorry, Okada, not Tanahashi. But speaking of Tanahashi, he's fighting back now. You literally cannot predict a winner out of these two men. Even after that Rainmaker, Tanahashi, he's going to fly. Oh my god, he's going to go for the frog splash. He's going to go for the frog splash. He goes for it, and oh, Okada moves out of the way. Great awareness there by the NXT champion. And these two men still trading blows back and forth. Okada now, what's he going to do? Oh my god, Okada's going to fly. He's going to fly. Oh, down they go. The NXT champion takes flight and connects on Tanahashi. My god, Okada throwing caution to the wind there in an attempt to hold on to this title. The NXT crowd standing on their feet now as this match continues on. Another forearm shot in the face up against the ropes here. And this match has suddenly become all Okada's. Can he keep it that way though? Quick strikes is really proving a success. But oh, there's the counter by Tanahashi now. He's finding the opening. Didn't work the first time, but it works the second time. Forcing him back into the ring there with that suplex. And into the cover. Can he win the title with it? There's one. And that's going to be it. I mean, it is only a suplex after all. Hefty kick in the back there. Tanahashi's going to go up high again. But Okada right back up to his feet here. And there goes Tanahashi. Both these men trying to give it their all here to hold on to that title. Shoulder tackles there by Okada. And here he goes now, dropping him down on his back. What a quick set of moves there. Despite everything that's gone on in this match, I'm surprised Okada still has this level of speed in him. He's proven that loss to Tanahashi has not, well, if anything, it's spurred him on. He's not showing any signs of weakness because of it. STF camel clutch here on Tanahashi. But the veteran is able to get out of it. Cracking elbow there, right in the face. I'm having the time of my life watching this match. Both these men will do whatever it takes to win that NXT title. And here it is, being epitomized. Okada in trouble. Back superplex by Tanahashi. Both men reeling in pain. Cover now. Tanahashi jumps into it. Will it win him the title? Ref taking some time. There's one. There's two. And again, Okada forces his way out. Late kick out. But this matchup is still alive. And even after everything these two men have gone through, oh my God, it's Corin! Where the hell did he come from? He wasn't backstage earlier today. And now he's just spoiled an otherwise perfect NXT Championship main event. Oh, come on. No, this doesn't need to happen. This doesn't need to happen. Okada just flung somewhere outside of the ring, and now Tanahashi in trouble. As if forcing the DQ wasn't bad enough. Now Corin goes right after Tanahashi. There's no need for this. Oh, there's the clock, strikes 12. Tanahashi planted down, thumped onto the mat with authority. There was no need for that whatsoever, but Corin doesn't care. And he's not done. He's not done yet. As if attacking Tanahashi and setting him out of the ring wasn't enough, he now goes after the NXT champion. A perfect main event spoiled just because Corin didn't get his way. Disgusting actions here from this man. But may even be in part due to revenge as to what happened last week, planting Okada down there. And Okada's lifeless body practically being dragged there into the middle of the ring. For the same wrath that Tanahashi felt. Clock strikes 12. Do we really need a replay on this? Okada just helplessly sent down to the mat now as the paramedics, as the try to look after Tanahashi. Meanwhile, Okada, the NXT champion, is trying to fight back here. Trying his hardest to fight against Corin, but it's just not to be. Look at how quickly he just brings him back into his grasp. And what is he doing now? What is he doing now? Oh my God, this is... I don't know what he's doing, and I'm worried. I'm worried for Okada. Oh my God. Oh my God, Corin, no, don't do it. To Okada. Powerbomb on the apron. Look at the way Okada's life just kind of slipped away from him on that impact. And Corin loves it. He loves watching the weak fall. Oh my God, he just ruined this main event, and as if he's not done, now he's demanding a microphone. Well, after ruining an otherwise perfect NXT Championship matchup, Corin not done rubbing in the damage that he has caused here tonight. And this man he is sick is what he is. Trying to claim this to be his NXT, his division. And there's a threat. No one to try and stop this man. Tanahashi, Okada, or even Sabin. Corin is well aware of what transpired last week, and clearly, I mean, it's kind of difficult to read going from the language he uses when he speaks, but clearly he still has a problem with Sabin. And there is a stern and final warning to Sabin. He actually wants to fight the man who brought him into this universe. What happened last week was far too sickening of an act, really, for even Corin to let slide. And we know this man, we've seen what he's like in the past. If he wants a fight, he will have a fight with anyone, anywhere, anytime. Sabin may have just bitten off more than he can chew. And if we're going to find out anything, we're going to find out next week, because we are out of time on this NXT. We'll see you next week. Thanks a lot, Corin.